You'll be very surprised by just how pocketable and flippable this device is. Hello, and thanks for tuning in to yet another exciting Mist Roundup. Be sure to hit subscribe, and if you are already a subscriber, you probably are aware that we've been away for a little while, but we're excited to be back, and we're ready to hit the ground with some exciting new tech roundups. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the best vape pens that you can use to vape CBD e-liquids in the year 2022. CBD has been exploding in popularity as of late, and many people are enjoying using CBD. However, many people are finding that they prefer to vape CBD rather than ingesting it or taking it via other methods, thanks to the quickest onset of effect and uniformity of dosage. Today, we're going to look at some of the best devices that you can acquire right now for vaping CBD. Some of them will have certain features like power adjustment, other ones will have airflow adjustment. As you know, if you're a fan of this channel, all vapes are a little bit different, but we're sure today we can find the perfect CBD pen for you. Without any further ado, let's jump in. First up, we have the Aspire Flexus Blok, a worthy follow-up to the Aspire Flexus Q pod vape. The Aspire Flexus Blok has a milliamp capacity of 1200, which you're gonna find makes it easily an all-day, sometimes two-day vape kit. You've got a really lovely ergonomic design here, little unorthodox, but feels incredibly comfortable and lightweight in the palm, and the airflow controllable pods use the Aspire AF coil system, which promotes incredibly rich flavor and fast absorption rates thanks to their meshed interiors. This is absolutely the MTL pod kit to go with for those of you who prefer flavor above all else. And if you're into terpene flavored CBD e-liquids, you're absolutely going to want to try it through a Flexus. Numero dos, and we've got the OXVA Xlim SE, a fantastic beginner's kit that has no frills and no complications. You've got disposable pods just here, so you don't have to worry about any awkward coil changes that leave a mess on your hands. A really nice airflow control slider just here, so you can be fully in charge of just how big your puff is. And also, you'll notice a buttonless design that features draw activation. So you don't have to press anything, you just puff through it. So if you're looking for a classic and nostalgic way to inhale legal cannabinoids, you're going to find that the OXVA Xlim SE is a brilliant device that is not going to leave you confused in any way. And with a 900 milliamp internal battery capacity, it's easily going to last all day for you. Number 3, we've got the Aspire Zelos X kit, an interesting follow-up to the Aspire Zelos 3. You'll notice that they have a very similar shape, however, a slight double-barreled appearance. Why would this be? That's because the Aspire Zelos X gives you power options. You'll notice here, you just unscrew, and you've got a battery well for you to pop in your own 18650 battery. The benefits of which being, if your battery should ever die in the future, you don't have to throw your whole mod away, you just get a new battery and pop it on in. So you get some excellent power options. You've got a 1 to 80 wattage range, although if you are using CBD e-liquids, you're probably gonna wanna keep it between about 5 to 12 watts. However, that is gonna make that 18650 battery last all day. And thanks to the Nautilus 322 tank, you're gonna find that you can change your coils even without losing any of the e-juice in there. So if you've got a tank full of expensive CBD e-liquid, you don't have to worry about losing any, you can change your coils without any mess on your hands. An excellent choice for those of you who like to keep a little bandolier of batteries around and who do not want to have to buy a new mod just because the power supply went on it. Following on, we have the Innokin GOZEE kit, a 2100 milliamp kit, which has a surprisingly lightweight build. Considering the massive battery in there, you'll be very surprised by just how pocketable and flippable this device is. However, I do not necessarily recommend that you flip it because you will notice there are certain plastic parts to this kit which might not be quite as sturdy as the more steel-based construction that other vapes use. However, it's incredibly simple to use. It does have a wattage range that goes as high as 60, but as we've mentioned, CBD users will be keeping it on a much lower wattage. So you're gonna find a 2100 milliamp battery is easily gonna give you 2 or 3 days of use without having to need a rapid charge thanks to its USB-C power port. A lovely device for the new vapor who doesn't really want to necessarily jump into nicotine stuff and just wants to do some CBD vaping without having to worry about anything. Next up, we have the Voopoo Argus pod kit, a new version of the Argus, and you might remember the previous version looked a little similar to their drag series of pod kits. However, the new Argus pod kit has a much more unique design, incredibly lightweight and slimline, and easily popped into any pocket or purse. You're going to find that it has a really lovely drawer activation, a buttonless user interface, although there is a little button down here for if you want to be moving the power up and down, and it can go as high as 20, but generally CBD users are not going to be doing that. You have disposable pods here, so you don't have to worry about any awkward, messy coil changes, and they are available in both 0.7 and 1.2 ohmages, both of which fall well within the realms of MTL use, but those using the 0.7 will find they can get a much nicer kick from it. Lovely air control slider just here, and you'll notice a gorgeous pleather panel on the outside, which isn't just eye-catching, but offers tremendous grip. A really excellent choice for the CBD vapor who is on the go. Next, a pod vape that needs very little introduction. The Uwell Caliburn G took the vaping world by storm upon release, changing the way everyone looked at pod vapes and making them realize that a pod vape can absolutely be your go-to all-day vape. However, I do say all day and not all day and night, because the internal 690 milliamp capacity battery is not necessarily going to take you into the evening as well. If you want to take this on a night out too, you might find it needs an afternoon charge. However, that's not going to be an issue, because thanks to the USB-C port here, you're going to find it easily charges from empty to full in less than an hour. You've got changeable coils in the pods here, and thanks to the lovely eye-catching fluted design of the exterior, you'll find it provides increased grip and ergonomic comfort. One of the best-selling pod vapes in the world of vaping, and one that you will absolutely find satisfying for CBD use. Next, we have another from Aspire's Flexus range, this time the Aspire Flexus Stik, which is very similar to the aforementioned Aspire Flexus Blok. In fact, internally, they're almost identical, but they do have some exterior differences to them, which you can probably see right here. The Aspire Flexus Stik has a more traditional cylinder-style vape design compared to the more block design of the Blok. Another couple differences as well. The Aspire Flexus Stik doesn't have quite as much airflow control as the Blok does. It just has a little slider here, which you control by moving the pod itself. However, it does still use the Aspire AF coil series for increased flavor and absorption rate. So you're going to find those coils last longer and taste better. And another excellent feature about the Flexus Stik is a lot of problem people have is sometimes they get pocket firing issues. You know, you pop it in your purse or pocket, it leans against something, and it just fires off. Not an issue with this one, because the firing button is recessed into the base. It's kind of stuck in here, so you'll find it doesn't get pressed down, even if you're pushing it down against the surface. It's not going to activate it, and you're going to find it's easy to use without having to worry about it going off when you don't want it to. So, similar to the Flexus Blok, but kind of better for those of you who prefer a more old school style cylinder construction. Next up, a vape kit that will be very familiar to subscribers to Mist TV. We have the Innokin T22 PRO, voted the best vape of the year 2022. The Innokin T22 PRO features an internal battery capacity of 3,000 milliamps. That is a mammoth amount of battery capacity, and CBD users who generally are puffing fairly infrequently and not chain vaping the way that nicotine vapors are going to be, they will find that a 3,000 milliamp battery lasts for several days with no issue. You also have a minor level of power adjustment here where you can switch it between 9.5 to 13.5 watts without any issue, and a lovely sliding top fill mechanism on the top that makes refilling on the go an absolute doddle. The T22 PRO is, in our opinion, one of the best vapes ever released, and CBD users will absolutely find it one of the most satisfying possible devices for daily CBD intake. Finally, we have the Geekvape Wenax H1, a worthy follow-up to the original Wenax K1, featuring a massively increased battery capacity of 1,000 milliamps, which is easily going to take you through a full day and evening of use. You've also got a new power button just on the front here, which, whilst you do still have optional drawer activation, the power button can also be used to switch between 3 distinct levels of power output. So if you want a gentle vape in the morning and a bit more of a oomph vape in the evening, it's just a few taps away and you can transform your entire vaping experience. You've got a lovely matte finish on here and a great grip on the button itself, and even better than all that, you've got disposable pods, so you don't have to worry about without any messy coil changes and getting any of that slightly pricey CBD e-liquid all over your fingers. A great choice for the CBD vapor on the move. We hope you found this roundup of the best CBD vape pens in 2022 informative and entertaining. As you can see, there are many different options, and each one has different features that are going to work best for certain respective vapors. However, if you're currently at the point of being curious about vaping CBD, but you're not quite ready to invest in a whole vape kit and get started on that, check out our list of the best CBD disposable vape pens. They give you the full experience of vaping CBD and let you know whether this is something that you want to move ahead with personally. So, CBD is very accessible and we are happy to help you with our videos figure out exactly what it is you need. Be sure to hit subscribe if you haven't already, because we've got more videos coming up in the near future. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and have a great day.